All right, good morning, everyone. Let's get started. All right, so for today, the 3rd, Wednesday, April 3rd, we have the following economic data. We already had at 8:15 a.m. Eastern, ADP non-farm employment change, which came in a lot better than expected at 184,000. Expectation was 148K, and the last reading was 155K. Here at 8:30, we had FOMC member Bostic speaking. Um, Down at 9:45 a.m., we'll have final services PMI. That's expected to have a moderate impact on the market. FOMC member Bauman will be speaking as well at the same time. That's expected to have a light impact on the markets. At 10 a.m., we're going to have ISM services PMI, which is expected to have a major impact on the market. At 12:10 p.m., we'll have Fed Chairman Powell speaking, which is also expected to have a strong impact on the market. And then at 1:10 p.m., we'll have FOMC member Barr speaking. So we've got a lot of news today that should get the markets moving. Doesn't mean we can't trade, just means we need to be aware of these reports when they come out. Um, so we just have to, basically keep an eye on that. Um, other than that, um, other than that, at 12:10, when FOMC Chairperson Powell speaking, I would not be trading at that time since the markets will tend to be very unpredictable based on what he says. All right. Having said that, let's take a look at the markets and see what we got. So the Nasdaq, QQQ, currently. The market will be opening slightly lower than where we were at yesterday's close. Red lines yesterday's close. The action is clearly flat, but it is below the previous session's close. And the previous session was at first somewhat bearish and then turned somewhat bullish. But overall, the market was down yesterday since it gapped lower, as we can see over here, substantial gap lower. Having said that, let's take a look at which stocks were moving yesterday, which is a very short list since we didn't have a lot that was moving. Just looking at the stocks that did actually do significant price movement in the direction that we wanted, we have AMD, which was able to reach target number 1 to the downside of 175.82, and then no further than that. We have CGC, which was able to reach target number 2 to the upside of 8.75 a share, then went up to a high of 8.97. We've got Cisco, which was able to reach target number 1 to the downside of 49.52, then continue lower, but it bottomed out at approximately 49.14, so never reached target number 2. It got basically 80-90% of the way there, but never reached target number 2. And then lastly, we have Starbucks, which was able to reach target number 1 to the downside of 90.14, then went way over 90% of the way to target number 2, but never reached it. Bottomed out at 89.23. All right. So that's what we got there. Now, as far as the pre-market, here's what I have so far. Actually, I have no symbols. So for the pre-market, on my scan so far, I don't see anything that's moving that meets my criteria. That doesn't mean that there might be something out there I haven't seen. So if you guys see any stocks that meet the 4 criteria, we need a NASDAQ listed stock, and it has to be trading in the pre-market session at least $1 per share. Must have achieved at least 1 million shares of volume in the pre-market, and must have at least a 6% price change, positive or negative. So if you If you see anything that meets those four criteria, let me know in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and take a look. All right, so let's take a look at those. All right, so we have ABIO. That is currently up 78% roughly on 7 million shares, trading at least $1 per share. Yep, that qualifies. So we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list for stocks. All right, next up, let's take a look at VNDA. Yep, that qualifies. Currently up 24.55% on 3.4 million shares, and it's trading at least $1 per share. So we'll add VNDA to the pre-market radar as well. All right, XTIA. Let's take a look at that. Okay, that's up 18%, 2.7 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. That qualifies as well. So we'll add XTIA to the pre-market radar. Let's see. VVPR. Sorry, I have to backtrack there. Yep, that qualifies. Currently up 38%, 5.8 million shares, at least $1 per share. So VVPR is now added to the pre-market list. HSDT currently up 27%, 3.7 million shares, at least $1 per share. That qualifies as well. So we'll add HSDT to the pre-market radar. Let's see. And FRSX. That is currently up 9.9% on 1.1 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. Yep, so that qualifies. So we will add FRSX to our pre-market radar as well. And let's take a look at INTC, see where we're at. Yep, it's close. Not at the place we need to be, but since INTC is already on our regular list of stocks that we watch, we'll be able to catch that either way. So it's currently down 5.37%, 1.2 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and keep an eye on that. All right. So that is that. I think I covered everything. Actually, I think I missed LGVC. Sorry. That one I missed. All right, that's currently up 90%. Now, LGVC currently right on the cusp. I'm looking at how fast the volume is increasing, but it's currently up 92% on 975,000 shares. It's at least $1 per share. Now, it is questionable whether this will be able to achieve the necessary volume or not, but we'll find out. So for now, I'll put that on the possibilities list since it isn't fully qualified yet. Also, it does look like it's not certain to get over that volume threshold. Looks like it kind of slowed down. But anyway, we'll put that on the possibilities list and take a look at it later. VNDA, nope. That one I got already. VNDA. That one I already have. So here's what I have so far. Those are the symbols I have so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that should cover everything. I'm just double checking that. See, PR, yep. Yep, that's it. All right, so we should be good to go there. So, folks, please be sure to like the video. I see that we have 11 likes, but more than 11 people watching. So please make sure to like the video by hitting the like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that way you get the notifications whenever we have a new video, etc. And if anyone's watching this on a replay and you're not familiar with our company, please be sure to check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description of this video. Other than that, for everyone's private coaching program, I'll see you in there in about 28 minutes, and we'll go from there. Other than that, folks, see you for tomorrow's pre-market pulse. Have a great trading session. Take care.